It would take a hard-hearted soul or maybe a wig wearer not to fall in love with the idea of a convertible car once the summer sun arrives. Let's face it, even in this drizzly country, we love our soft tops. Yes, excuse me, hello? In fact, you only have to change 2 letters to get from soft tops to soft spots. Quite an interesting point, I thought, when it comes to the beloved little... Yes, hello? Excuse me? If there's one thing we like probably as much, if not more than a car with a soft top, it's a car with a prestige badge. So why not try and combine the two? Which this, as you've noticed, does, yes, very well indeed. It's the Mercedes SLK, but it's the entry-level 200 compressor. And yes, all right, we'll drive it. The only thing I can't promise is the sun. It passes the first test with flying colours. Yes, it does look good. From the back, it could be pretty much any standard Mercedes saloon until you see it with the top down. From the front, it's perky but purposeful, and those deep slab sides give it a very distinctive image. But is it any good to drive? So what do you get in £26,000 worth of mini Merc? Well, a 2-litre compressor engine, which I'm told puts out 163 brake horsepower, but if I'm honest, it really doesn't feel like it. Round town, okay, get out on country roads and it's not exactly exciting. It all goes through a 6-speed gearbox, which is not very nice at all. Gripes aside, no doubt about it, it does definitely draw on the good looks of its bigger relative, the SL drop top. Mind you, one worry is if you buy a car to look good with its prestige badge and glamorous image, then when you're driving around town, you want to do so smoothly. The problem here is we've got a rather annoying 2-position, very spongy clutch and a very numb-feeling throttle, which means when we pull away, well, it goes like this. Hang on to your coffee cup. In actual fact, I've been making a bit of a gaffe, a horribly embarrassing blunder by referring to the little SLK as a soft top, because technically speaking, well, it isn't. And if you haven't already seen the incredibly clever roof mechanism on the SLK, then you're about to. And believe me, if you've got any recollections of old convertibles like little Spitfires and Midgets where you spent half an hour breaking your fingernails off on annoying little press studs, none of that's involved. And the end result, when the hood is up, well, it doesn't look like a hood, not like some soft tops where it looks a bit weak. In the case of this, it looks great and it's very cosy. The interior has been given the usual Roadster treatment, which means it's stylish and not overburdened with buttons and gizmos. And in this case, it's red and black. But that rather depends upon the spec and trim level that you choose. Certainly, it's a bit of a tart boudoir. Not long ago, in the course of this awful job, I was called upon to test a Mercedes S-Class, their flagship car. Now that is a Mercedes. It's about 120 feet long, it costs millions of pounds, and it'll last for thousands of years. The steering wheel was so big I could barely get both arms across it. That's what I expect in a Merc. To say it's not a Mercedes, well, that's a little bit harsh, because it is, it says so on the front. To say it's not a sports car, well, that's different. Because certainly if you want a taut, finely tuned little racing car for the real driving enthusiast, you'll be looking elsewhere. If, though, you have a hankering for a miniature SL, a touch of Hollywood glamour but scaled down, then this could well be it. And after all, we all love a touch of glamour, and we all love a convertible.